All right, good morning. So we got day 2 of our irregular figures, area of irregular figures coming up. So I got some examples here that you guys are going to see kind of like in your work today, and I'll be more than happy to go through how to do all these. Again, this comes up into just, recognizing the different formulas you're going to need. So I got rectangles and squares, I got circles and triangles, rectangles and circles. You got to remember, guys, we need certain formulas always. I got pi, which we're going to use as 3.14. We got our area of a triangle, which is 1/2 times base times height, and our area of a rectangle. So our area of a rectangle is base times height. Now, when doing this stuff, it's important that you always recognize, what you need, how you're going to get it. So I got to make some shapes here. I'm going to try to do, I can go like this, I can go like this, I can do a lot of different things here, but I got to figure some stuff out. So it's, again, I'm going to obviously chop this up like this. 3 times 4 is 12. We'll put the answers right there inside. I really recommend when you guys are doing this work today, you guys just really simply sketch quickly the pictures from the worksheet into your worksheet just to make this easier so you can go in there and chop it up how you'd like. Next thing, I want to, let's just chop it up this way. Alright, well, now you got to make sure your dimensions are right, because if I got 3 here and this whole thing is 15, that means this is now worth 12. Alright, so I'm going to find the area of this, and I'm going to do 8 times 12, and I'm going to get in here 96, I'm going to get 12. Well, I got my length here, and my width is not 15. Remember, if this whole thing is 15, and this right here is 3, and this right here is 3, I got to do 15 minus 6, which is going to be 9. So this right here is 9. Okay, you got to make sure you know how to do this. All right, that's how you got to get your length and your width. My next is going to be right here. 9 times 9 is 81. Okay, I got all 3 of my areas. The last thing I do is I add up my areas. 81, 96, and 12. Add them up. 6 plus 2 is 8, plus 1 is 9. 17, 18. Your area for this is 189 units squared, okay? Please feel free to pause that, go back over that, ask me questions in class about how we did some of this. Let's go look at this one right now. Right here, I got 1/2 of a circle, and I got my diameter right there is 10, so you got to know that your formula calls for, we're going to call pi 3.14, and my radius, your radius is equal to 1/2 the diameter. Well, there's the diameter is 10, so the radius has to be 5. So this is going to be 3.14 times 5 squared. And you're dividing this by 2 because this is going to be 1/2 of a circle. So you got to manipulate the formula. So I know that 5 squared is 25, and I'm sure you knew that too. So 3.14 times 25 equals 78.5. 78.5 divided by 2 is 39.25. So give myself a little key here, my little half circle. Alright, that answer is going to be 39.25. I got to now chop this guy up. Ooh, and all I got is this right here is 13. This whole thing is 13. Well, from here to here is 10. I know from here to here is 10, so left over here, this has to be 3. I need to figure out what this guy is right here, and I'll use the Pythagorean theorem. So 3 squared plus x squared equals 5 squared. Remember, the a and the b are always the legs of your triangle. 9 plus x squared equals 25, minus 9, x squared equals 16. This is nice. X equals 4. I now know the height of my triangle, which means I know the height of my rectangle. So remember, this is no longer going to be 13 because I need this 3 and this 4, so I'm going to call this 10 right here. So the area of my square is literally 10 times 4, which is 40. And now I got to do my triangle, okay? Circle that in so you have everything color-coded. Remember, it's 1/2 times base, which is 3, times height, which is 4. Oops, I almost called that height. Need more coffee. 1/2 times 3 times 4 is 6. Last but not least, I just add 6 plus 40 plus 39.25 So your area is, what is 46 plus 39.25? 46. That is 85.25 units squared. There is my irregular area. Last but not least, you'll see something like this in today's work. I want to make sure you remember how to do circles. I know how much you middle schoolers hate circles, especially with decimals. So 25 here, 12.5 here. Clearly, every little circle has the exact same because 12.5 plus 12.5 is 25, so this works out nice. So clearly my circles, which are poorly drawn, they are both the exact same size. Now here's the catch. I got two identical sized circles and I want to find the area of the shaded region. So first things first, I'm going to find the area of that rectangle. Okay? So the area of my rectangle, let's do my shapes. I'm going to do 25 times 12.5. And the area of my rectangle is, let's see, what is 25 times 12.5? 312.5. Now remember, we're finding the area of the shaded region, so we're going to take this area away from both circles to find the leftover areas. Now let's find the area of my circle. We'll just find the area of one circle, because when I know the area of one, I know the area of two. Well, the width of this rectangle is also the same as that diameter. And I know I got to take that diameter and cut it in half. So 12.5 divided by 2 is 6.25. So here we go. 3.14 times 6.25 squared. Okay? When I get this answer, I'm going to multiply it by 2. All right? Times 6.25 equals 39.0625 times 3.14. And I get an area of, I'm going to round this by nearest tens, 122.7. I'm going to multiply this by 2 because I need the area of both of my circles. 122.7 times 2 is 245.4. Last but not least, I'm going to take the area of both of my circles away from the area of my rectangle. So I'm going to do 312.5 minus 245.4, and I get 1. This is a 12, this is now a 10, this is a 2. So 12 minus 5 is 7, 10 minus 4 is 6. 67.1 units squared is the leftover area. This is a reteach of yesterday, so hopefully this is making more sense. I'll see you guys in class. You can ask questions then.